I have one last introduction to make. This is Lieutenant Aric Jorgan, an operations officer from the Republic's Ord Mantell Infantry Command. Since we're on individual missions to search for this bomb, Lieutenant Jorgen is coordinating our efforts from here within the mission room.
All right, Sergeant. I'll be overseeing your op through the camera mounted on your armor, so I see what you see. It's activated when you leave the fort. I'll make this completely clear, Rookie. When you're in the field, what I say goes. Period.
I can handle myself, sir.
The other members of Havoc have proven themselves on dozens of ops, Sergeant. You haven't. Just make your way to Talaran, meet up with Bellis, and find out what he knows without screwing anything up.
Good luck in Talaran, Sergeant. Dismissed.
Great. Bellis is KIA. That's some fine work, Sergeant. Do you think you could have taken a little longer getting to the RV point?
Sir, please come and assist me if you feel it would be beneficial, sir.
This isn't a joke, Sergeant. However, there is a chance you might be able to find out what Bellis learned. If you follow procedure, Bellis should have left a coded recording of his discovery in his field box, hidden somewhere inside his home in Talaran. Remember, if the Separatists know Bellis was a spy, they may already be searching his house or waiting to ambush Republic agents as they come. Stay alert. You have to get that field box from Bellis' house before the Separatists do. Double time it.
Permission to resume my mission, Lieutenant?
Just get it done. Jorgen out.
Oh, Sergeant, hey, you're back. Good job out there in Talaran. Really nice work.
I'll take the field box you retrieved, Sergeant. And maybe next time, you could bring me a live Republic agent instead. Lieutenant Bazrin here still thinks you're mission-worthy, so he has a task for you. He'll brief you while I start decoding Bellis' intel.
Oh, yes, we found an urgent lead while you were in Talaran, Sergeant. The perfect op for our new assault specialist.
What kind of lead?
Well, because it's not so much a lead as it is a bomb threat. Here's what happened. This refugee comes into the fort, right? Not that unusual, but this guy says he knows about a Separatist bombing, one happening today. All we got was his name, Miru, because he was thrown out of the fort before we could get to him.
I take it the guy's intel was less than reliable, or else he'd still be here.
Bums come here every day trying to trade intel for credits. It's bogus 90% of the time, so the grunts downstairs usually chase them off.
I guess Miru could be lying, but what if he does know about the ZR-57? We can't take that risk. Anyway, we looked into it, and Miru is staying over in the refugee camp. See if you can find him there.
I'll get everything this refugee knows.
And while you're gone, Jorgen will decode the information from Bellis' field box. Hopefully we'll find out what the Separatists are hiding.
Now get to the refugee camp and get Miru's intel, soldier. If this bombing's happening soon, there's no time to waste. All right, Sergeant. I copied what Miru said, and this bomb situation sounds like the real thing. I want you to head for the road Miru described and locate the Separatist hidden bombs. A troop convoy is scheduled to move through the area any minute now, so you need to get those bombs defused ASAP. Double time it, soldier.
I do my best work under pressure.
Jorgen out.
Ah, Sergeant, good to see you again. Superb work on that ambush situation. Adaptability like that is what Havoc Squad is all about.
We're no closer to finding the bomb than we were before.
Not for long. I have good news. Lieutenant Jorgen has finished reviewing the intel from Bellis' field box. It's given us a real breakthrough.
Nice to know the guy managed to do something besides get shot.
Turns out Bellis was actually pretty good at his job.
Bellis discovered that the Separatists have the ZR-57 secured inside their supply outpost on Manat Point, a small island just off the coast.
I sent Wraith ahead to reconnoiter the outpost, and she successfully located a secured area where we believe the bomb is stored. Judging by the dramatic increase in the number of guards and the complex security systems installed, we're certain the bomb is there.
Honestly, with security like this, Manat Point looks more like an Imperial military base than a Separatist hideout to me. I think the Seps are getting a helping hand, Commander.
From the Imperials? That seems unlikely, Lieutenant. Surely our spies would have discovered any Imperial involvement on Ord Mantell long before now.
Fighting Imperials is what I signed up for. I say bring 'em on.
You said it, Sergeant.
We can discuss the possibility of any Imperial connections later. Let's focus on the mission at hand. Wraith can't breach the secure area of the Manat Point outpost alone, so I'm sending you in immediately. The Manat Point bridge is out of commission, so you'll have to make an amphibious approach to the island. When you arrive, effect entry into the supply outpost and rendezvous with Wraith inside. She'll give you further instructions at that time. Understood?
Before I go, sir, there's a lieutenant named Verk running a bribery scheme with the men under his command.
Burke. I know the guy. He's a pretty pathetic officer. But nobody's ever made any official complaints. None that I heard about, anyway.
Lieutenant Jorgen and I will see to this. You should get moving to Manot Point so that you can rendezvous with Wraith inside the Separatist outpost. Dismissed.
Sergeant, you've returned. Oh, masterful work eliminating the Separatist officers. The beast has been beheaded.
I'll get the officer's data out to the rest of Havoc right away. As for you, Lieutenant Doran here has a special op already planned out.
Earlier today, a man named Zack came to the fort from Oradam village seeking medical attention. Zack was suffering from acute radiation poisoning, causing catastrophic organ failures. His body was practically tearing itself apart from within. Quite magnificent to observe.
You can spare me the medical details.
As you wish, Sergeant. As a day laborer, Zack performs pointless menial tasks that would never involve any kind of radiation exposure.
On the other hand, Fuse told us that the ZR-57 can leak significant amounts of radiation if handled improperly.
Zack must have been near the ZR-57, knowingly or otherwise. I want the details, even if you must pry them from his dying husk of a mind.
You'll have everything Zack knows, sir. Believe me.
The medics who treated Zack weren't equipped to cure his condition. Most of their supplies have been stolen by scavengers. However, if you were to retrieve the necessary ingredients to treat Zack's affliction, I think you would find the offer of a cure very useful in gaining his cooperation. Given that Zack's current medications can promise only a lifetime of excruciating pain, the potential for a full recovery should be an excellent motivator.
Command knows exactly where the scavengers are. We just haven't had the resources to deal with them. Here are the coordinates and a list of ingredients to retrieve. Any questions?
Once I have the ingredients, where do I take them? What's Zack's location?
Once you've got the cure collected, you'll confront Zack at his home in Ordam Village and question him about the ZR-57. Nothing fancy on this, Sergeant. Just get the ingredients, get the intel from Zack, and then get back. Dismissed. Ah, Sergeant. Welcome back. Grab yourself a seat. You're going to be observing the op here with me.
Observing what op? Where are Commander Tavis and the others?
Havoc Squad is infiltrating the Separatist stronghold to retrieve the ZR-57 as we speak. Commander Tavis was very clear. Under no circumstances can I send you in to join Havoc on this mission. I have to admit, I'm a little surprised. I honestly thought you were starting to come along, but I guess Tavis still isn't convinced you're ready for the big time.
I found that bomb. I should be the one to retrieve it.
Maybe next time, Sergeant. I'm sure.
Lieutenant, sir, we've got a situation here.
Talk to me, Ensign. What's going on?
We've lost contact with Havoc Squad, sir. Comms, video locators, everything. It's like they've disappeared completely.
That's unacceptable, soldier. You get back to that terminal, and you get me Havoc status. Now.
Yes, sir.
You think Zack and Joller set us up, sir?
There's no way to tell from here. Whatever happened was bad.
Still no signal from Havoc Squad, sir. I think we may have lost them.
All right, listen up, people. This mission will not fail on my watch. We are not going to let that bomb get away again. Infiltrating that stronghold is a mission only Havoc Squad can pull off. Lucky for us, we have one Havoc trooper left. Sergeant, you're going in there.
The ZR-57 must not remain in Separatist hands. Is that clear, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
We were hoping to get the bomb back intact, but we're way south of a best-case scenario here. So here's the new plan. We have the deactivation code for the ZR-57. We disarm the bomb, leaving the Seps with nothing but a big radioactive paperweight.
You'll have to hijack the Separatists' comm system to broadcast the code. This data spike should do the trick.
I never thought it'd come to this, Sergeant. I don't need to tell you what happens if you don't pull this off.
Tough missions are what I do best.
Just be sure you play it safe out there. We have zero room for errors on this one. You have the coordinates for the Separatist stronghold. I'm sure you can guess how much security they're likely to have. Breach the perimeter, use the data spike on the comm terminal, and shut the ZR-57 down for good. Thousands of lives are on the line, Sergeant. We're counting on you. Good luck, Sergeant. You did it, Sergeant. That was some top-notch soldiering. We're all proud of you.
I encountered Imperial soldiers guarding the bomb.
Copy that. We saw them through your armor cam. Unbelievable. Imperial soldiers operating right alongside the Separatists. We need to know how deep this connection goes. I want you to continue further into the base. Finding the rest of Havoc Squad is now priority 1. If they've been captured, They might be able to tell us more about what's going on in there. If possible, you should also retrieve the ZR-57. It costs about 40 million credits, so Command would like it back. But your squad mates are the main objective now.
If you learn any more, be sure to contact me.
You got it, Sergeant.
Sergeant, I thought my orders were very clear. You aren't supposed to be here.
I will take her.
No, Wraith. The Sergeant deserves to know the truth. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this. I harbor no ill will toward you. You're everything a warrior should be. I'm afraid the Republic no longer values her warriors, even the very best among them.
You have fought the Empire for years. Do you really think things are better over there?
The Empire respects warriors, Sergeant. The Republic's top officials, on the other hand, have decided to cast us aside. The truth is that no matter what they may say, the Republic Senate doesn't actually believe it can win another war against the Empire. That makes you and I a threat. Every Havoc Squad victory fires up people's imaginations. It fills them with pride, which means the bureaucrats can't afford to let us keep succeeding.
How is the outright tyranny of the Empire any better?
If only you'd been with us longer, Sergeant, you would understand. You might even have come with us. The Republic abandoned us. During a mission on Ando Prime, they simply left us to die. But I won't try to persuade you. Honestly, I hope you die with your ideals intact. The rest of us will never have that luxury.
I would never become a traitor like you, Tavis.
Yes, I suspected as much.
Oh, by the way, good work finding the ZR-57 for us. We were starting to worry that the Separatists might, waste our big present for the Empire.
But thanks to you, we can now present the Empire with this magnificent tool of destruction.
You aren't going anywhere.
You never lacked courage, but I'm afraid that courage will not help you now.
We'd better get a move on, boss. If we don't break Atmo in the next few minutes, every gun in the sky will have a clear shot on us.
Time we were off. Colonel Vore, please give this sergeant the warrior's death she deserves.
You'll regret this, Tavis. I won't rest until I've taken you down.
It's been an honor serving with you, Sergeant. Goodbye.
General, with all due respect, how can you do this? I've served with you in Infantry Command for years.
That's enough, Jorgen. This wasn't my choice. But a defection of this scale, somebody has to swing, and the powers that be say it's you.
I guess word of the defection is traveling fast.
Your command full of traitors just destroyed my career, Sergeant. Command can't punish them, so they're burning me instead.
You must be our last loyal Havoc member. I'm General Vander, Republic Chief of Operations for Ord Mantell. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. On behalf of the Republic and the people of Ord Mantell, I want to thank and congratulate you for your courageous actions in disabling the stolen ZR-57. Your heroic efforts saved countless innocent lives. In recognition of your valiant service, I hereby promote you to the rank of Lieutenant. Congratulations.
It's about time I saw some rewards for everything I've accomplished here.
That's right, Lieutenant. You worked hard. You've earned this. Now, Lieutenant, as the last remaining member of Havoc, the duty of rebuilding the squad falls to you. Havoc is your command. To get the process started, I've decided to assign Sergeant Jorgen here as Havoc's first new member.
We're gonna have a lot of fun together, Sergeant Jorgen.
I'll take the Havoc patch and Sergeant Stripes if it means I get to grind them into Tavis's face before we kill him.
This is the best I can do for you, Jorgen. You're a good man. We need good people now more than ever. I don't know what Tavis is planning, but he knows the inner workings of our military better than anyone. The destruction he could cause is limitless.
I'm gonna kill every single one of those traitors if it's the last thing I do.
Just don't underestimate them, Lieutenant. Tavis and his followers won't be easy to take down. In any case, your work here is done. I've got a shuttle prepped and you're going to Coruscant for your next assignment. When you arrive on Coruscant, report immediately to the head of Spec Force Division, General Garza. She'll be issuing your orders from now on.
The head of Special Forces, huh? This just keeps getting better.
General Garza is a great woman. You are fortunate to have this opportunity to work with her, in spite of the circumstances. You'd better get to your shuttle. It's waiting for you in the landing bay. Lieutenant, Sergeant, you're dismissed. I hope I see you again someday.
So, Havoc Squad. The best of the best. Can't say I'm thrilled about the demotion, but it's an honor to be here, sir.
How you holding up?
You mean after watching Tavis flush my career down the fresher? What do you think? 4 years at the academy, 7 years in the field, decorations, commendations. Would have been captain soon if command hadn't hung me out to dry.
We both know Tavis's defection wasn't your fault.
Tell that to the brass when they need a scapegoat. But hey, water under the bridge. Command put me in Havoc to help you find Tavis, and I intend to do just that. I've hunted Imperials from one side of the galaxy to the next. Used to command the Deadeyes, finest sniper squad in the Republic.
I'm not familiar with that outfit.
No? Maybe I'll tell you about them sometime. I reviewed your service record before that ZR-57 op. Been meaning to discuss it with you. You made quite an impression at the Academy. Accelerated training programs, instructor recommendations. Graduated top of your class. Heck of a transcript. But a classroom's no substitute for field experience.
You saw how I handled things on Ord Mantell. I know what I'm doing.
Taking on that SEP army single-handedly showed guts, not leadership. When I signed on with the Deadeyes, my CO was Lieutenant Vorn. Certified war hero, as decorated as they come. When he gave an order, we trusted it, followed it to the letter. A squad needs that kind of commitment to operate effectively.
I expect you to give me that same level of dedication.
I always give 100%. That's not the issue. Havoc Squad is the Republic's most elite outfit. We tackle the missions no one else can handle. Traitor or no, Tavis is a tough act to follow. You think you're up to it?
I wouldn't be leading Havoc Squad if I didn't.
Good answer. You've got confidence and plenty of raw talent. Maybe you'll pull this off. You think Havoc will start shaping into an actual squad soon?
I'll recruit more soldiers as soon as I find some Havoc-worthy candidates.
Makes sense. Once this unit starts growing, people's expectations of us, of you, are only going to get bigger. That CO post could get real heavy, real quick.
I was born to lead.
Enjoy it while you can. Commanding a squad is no cakewalk. Nothing worse than having to choose between the success of the mission and the lives of your men. That said, a leader can't be soft on his troops. Coddling your men will only get them killed.
You get a point. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm sure you'll do fine. You've gotten us this far. Inventory report, sir. Food and medical supplies all look good, but our munitions are getting low. Thought we'd have enough to last us a year. Already requisitioned command for more. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. See more action in one day with Havoc than you see in a month with the Deadeyes.
What kind of work did you do for the Deadeyes?
We mainly ran decapitation strikes. Neutralized enemy commanders before a Republic offensive. Left the opposition leaderless, disorganized. Sometimes, we'd camp outside the enemy's base for weeks, waiting for a clear shot. Eventually, we'd hit our target, pull out, let the ground pounders mop up.
You must have chalked up quite a kill count.
Over 24 confirmed. Eventually, I was offered a promotion and a post on Ord Mantell. I took it. Smart move career-wise. More men, more responsibility. But I wasn't interested in fighting separatists.
What were you interested in?
I signed on to fight Imperials. Anything else I did was career dressing. After my transfer, command of the Deadeyes fell to my XO, Torv. Smart kid. Little green, but the potential was there.
You weren't sure I was fit to lead, and look how I turned out.
Point taken, sir. Come to think of it, I haven't been in contact with the Deadeyes for a while. I should find out where they're stationed. Catch up.
Now, was that fun, or was that fun?
You definitely picked the right squad for the job. This was right up the Lieutenant's alley.
I wasn't the only one impressed with your moves either. The alarm pulled in a very interesting audience.
If you like what you see, maybe you should do something about it.
Trust me, there's a reason I'm trying to get all of this boring Save the Republic business out of the way quickly.
Get your priorities straight, Balker, or I'll straighten them out for you.
Jealousy doesn't suit you, Sergeant.
What? I mean, God, am I really the only one who cares about the mission here?
Yeah, I'd rather discuss violence against people who aren't me.
Hey there, soldier. Niall just made it back and told me how much heat you took on covering for him. You two did great. You're on the safe list, our tracks are covered, and I've even tapped into all of the casino security cams. Now I can keep an eye on you in there. You look good, by the way.
Thanks for noticing. I have been working out lately.
Are you kidding me? What is wrong with you people?
Hey, no need for any insubordination. We'll get back to the mission.
Sir, you should know. General Vander contacted me. Said he'd talk it over with the brass and finagled a way to get me back on Ord Mantell. Offered me my old post, a promotion at command of their operations there. Pretty sweet deal overall.
I hope you turned him down. You're part of Havoc Squad now.
You think I'd head back to some backwater planet like Ord Mantell? Fact is, I've been hitting the Empire harder than ever since I joined Havoc Squad. I didn't enlist to win medals or promotions. I enlisted to protect the Republic, to prove my people have a place here.
The Cathar will always have a place in the Republic.
I hope so. We already lost one home to the Mandalorians. I'm not about to let the Empire take another. Bad news, sir. I just received a dispatch from command. It's my old sniper squad, the Deadeyes. They've been captured. Happened during a routine officer hunt. Somehow the imps got the drop on them and rounded up the entire unit. Careless.
Would it kill you to show a little sympathy?
Sorry, sir. Hugs all around next time I see them. Look, something about this doesn't sit right with me. The Deadeyes' area of operation was on Nar Shaddaa. That's Hutt territory. Neutral ground. They shouldn't have had any business operating there.
You think there's more going on here?
Can't say yet. I need to know what happened to the Deadeyes. And if they're still alive. Missions on Nar Shaddaa are usually greenlit by the SIS. With your permission, I'd like to meet with them. See what they know.
Get a hold of Jonas Balker. He may be able to help us.
Your call. We'll rendezvous at the dive he hangs out in. With any luck, he'll have something for us.
You're early. Haven't even had time to order us up around. Not that I need a drink to enjoy your company.
The Deadeyes. Balker, what do you know?
Just because Jonas knows how to talk to a woman, it's no reason to get upset.
Sorry, sir. Just hoping to find the Deadeyes before the Imperials execute them.
Fine. I dug up what info I could, but frankly, there isn't much to report. As far as I can tell, the Deadeyes tried to off some Imperial big shot. Things went south, and they got themselves captured.
The Deadeyes were trained professionals. No way they would have been taken so easily.
Even the best make mistakes. We're on the verge of an incident. The Imperials are out for blood, so the Republic is distancing itself from the operation. I shouldn't even be talking to you about all this. Those boys are on their own.
These are Republic soldiers, sir. Good men. All of them.
If the Republic won't do anything, then Havoc Squad will.
Look, I know this stinks, but my hands are tied on this one. I've got major players breathing down my neck. Otherwise, I'd tell you to investigate that prison the Imperials set up in Shadowtown.
Now we're getting somewhere.
You didn't hear this from me. Now, rumor has it, and I'm just talking here, that the Imperials built themselves a makeshift prison not too far from here. That's where they dump any local riffraff that get out of line. Could be they took the Deadeyes there.
To start, we'll look into it.
The less I know, the better. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an alibi to work on. Remember, this meeting never happened.
They're not on this cell block. Let's move on to the next. Seeing them anywhere. Let's check out the central computer. No sign of them here. Belker must have sent us on a wild... Wait. I may have something. It's an outgoing holo message. Recent.
This is Captain Titch, confirming the details for outgoing prisoner transfer 993B. We've got 3 Gamorrean trespassers, a couple of spice peddlers, and our catch of the day, the legendary Deadeyes.
At least we know they're alive.
Or they were at the time of this transmission.
As per protocol, we've split the Deadeyes up and transferred them to off-world labor camps. I've encrypted the coordinates for their designated camps into this transmission. Those scum can spend the remaining years working off their debt.
Message ends there. Guess the imps don't make things quick for their POWs. Lucky us.
Doesn't mean we have time to waste.
Agreed. I'll download those coordinates ASAP. The encryption here is good. Too good. I can't crack it. Looks like we may need Balker's services again.
Off the holo with a very angry Imperial diplomat. Apparently, some Republic troopers broke into the Imperial detention center.
Hey, I just went to Hari's for a drink. I got a new waitress there. Real looker.
Don't get cute with me, Balker. You know something.
That breach was a Havoc Squad op. Balker had nothing to do with it.
Nice of you to save me the trouble of hunting you down. Senior Agent Zane, SIS. That little stunt you pulled ruined any chance we had of negotiating the Deadeye's safe return.
Check your facts, Zane. The Imperial's already shipped them off-world.
It's Senior Agent Zane, thank you. And storming an Imperial facility, guns blazing, it makes things worse. Your involvement ends now. Clear?
Our involvement ends when the Deadeyes are free.
Then you can tell your CO to expect a little love note from me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got an Imperial ambassador to mollify. I trust you'll see yourselves off my planet.
What were you thinking coming back here? I told you I couldn't be connected to any of this.
We found some encrypted coordinates in the prison's central computer. We think they'll tell us where the Deadeyes are.
Any chance you can decrypt those coordinates for us?
Not with Zane watching me. Look, a friend in signal intelligence owes me a favor. I'll put you in contact with him. He may be able to make something of those coordinates. It's the best I can do.
We couldn't have done this without Balker. I think you owe him your thanks.
Fine. Balker. Thanks.
Hey, anything for you, Jorgen.
I'll connect with Balker's contact once we get back to the ship. I'll report if I hear anything. Got a problem, sir. Weapons malfunction. I had a couple of misfires during that prison run. I think the barrel might be out of whack. Not surprising given all the action we've seen. With your permission, I'd like to inspect the rest of the squad's ordnance, make sure everything's up to code.
Looking for an excuse to go through my personal effects, are we?
Maybe. There's something you don't want me to find?
I've got a few things in my wardrobe that aren't exactly regulation.
What you wear while you're off duty isn't any of my business, sir. Unless you make it my business. Well, those weapons aren't going to respect themselves, sir.
Well, hey there, kid. Been a while now. I barely even recognized you.
Memory loss is common for people your age.
Ha! Calling me old, yeah. I've never heard that before, especially from someone I ended up killing a few seconds later.
And is that Jorgen, something like that, right? Well, he must have been pretty desperate to drag that worthless pile all the way from Ord Mantell.
His name is Sergeant Jorgen, Havoc Squad.
Oh, pardon me, Sergeant, sir, officer on deck, an officer with a lower rank than I remember, huh?
I'm gonna feel bad taking you down, Gearbox. It's like gunning down anything old and decrepit. Not really sporting.
What are you gonna do, shoot my hologram? Yeah, that really showed me. So welcome to my humble little research bunker. Have you had a pleasant stay so far?
I'm not sure about your guards, but I've been having a great time.
That's no problem. Guards can be replaced, especially guards who can't even do their jobs. Gotta hand it to you, I didn't think anybody could breach this place, but here you are. Still, you aren't real Havoc Squad material. See, a real Havoc trooper would never have strolled right into a trap like this one.
Couldn't win in a fair fight, huh, old man?
No such thing as a fair fight. Welcome to the future of war, kid. Hope you're ready to make history because you're gonna be this baby's first confirmed kill.
Good day, Lieutenant. Welcome aboard the Justice. Need to run a few questions by you before you head on into the crew area.
I don't have time for your stupid questions, alright?
So make time. Tezara says ask everyone, so I'm asking everyone. Take it up with him after we're done. Which planet were you posted on, Lieutenant? Who did you serve with?
I was posted on that wrecked swamp hole terrace. Needles was in charge.
Terrace? I heard some bad stuff went down on Terrace. So, tell me, did Needles really test that bioweapon on his own people? Turn them into monsters?
They were all 10 meters tall and breathing fire by the end.
You've got to be kidding me. Needles must have been pretty cracked. So what about this other rumor I keep hearing? That a single Republic soldier came in and broke up the entire operation. Is that really true?
A real one-woman army, and she didn't take prisoners.
Sounds pretty serious, but hey, you made it. We're in the clear now. Hey, I won't hold you up any longer, Lieutenant. Go on and head for the crew area. I bet you could use some rest after what you've been through. See you around.
Lieutenant, it seems that no matter how hard I try, I can't have any kind of gathering without you. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You were a member of Havoc, just like the rest of us. I suppose you belong here in some twisted way.
You've got nothing to do with Havoc Squad, Tezara. You're a traitor.
I am Havoc Squad, Lieutenant. Cardin, me, Wraith, Gearbox, Needles, and Fuse. We were Havoc Squad. You are nothing. You should be thanking me, really. I imagine that killing all my comrades, my closest friends, has been good for your career.
What can I say? I love what I do.
Of course you do. In the end, I'm glad you've come. I'm glad you intercepted the signal, and glad you butchered the last of my loyal soldiers. I'm glad you're here, Lieutenant. I'm glad I get to kill you myself.
That's not gonna happen.
It's time, Lieutenant. Let's finish this.
For the Republic.
Come on, then. This is it, isn't it? This is all I have to show for everything I've done. Everything I tried to achieve.
Got any last words, Commander?
What have I done? They're dead. They agreed with me. They followed me. They died because of me.
Everyone who followed you died for it.
And for what? We accomplished nothing. Nothing. Don't kill me, Lieutenant. I can help you. I've learned things. Intel about the Empire. Bring me in. Take me to Garza. Let me Let me undo some of the damage.
No mercy for traitors.
Negative on hostiles. It's all clear, General.
At ease, Lieutenant. You've done a truly remarkable job. Congratulations.
Aaron Tavis has been neutralized, General.
Aaron Tavis dead. I honestly had to come just to see it for myself. He was one of the best soldiers to ever serve under my command. It's a very great shame that he chose to end his career this way.
Tavis betrayed the Republic. He got what he deserved.
Yes. Yes, I'd say he did. I congratulated you earlier, Lieutenant, but I think it bears repeating. You've accomplished something remarkable today. Tavis and his followers knew every aspect of our organization. They could have torn the Republic military apart piece by piece, but they never got the chance. Thanks to you.
I never would have pulled it off without Sergeant Jorgen.
Thanks, Lieutenant. I'm glad I got the chance to help you hunt those traitors down.
We'll be staying to search the ship for intelligence while the hyperdrive is reactivated, but there's no need for you to remain as well. I'd say you've earned some leave, Lieutenant. Take some time off, then return to my office on Coruscant when you're ready to discuss a new assignment for Havoc Squad.
It'll be nice to finally relax a bit.
Yes, I imagine it will. Now, go out and enjoy yourself a bit, Lieutenant. And congratulations yet again on completing one of the most difficult assignments in Spec Force's history.
Come on, Jorgen. Let's go get a drink.
I used to know this great canteen on Ord Mantell. Probably a crater by now, though.
Enjoy yourself, Lieutenant. Dismissed. Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. I'm afraid your leave will have to be cut short. A critical situation has just been brought to High Command's attention. Havoc Squad is needed immediately. Report to my office on Coruscant right away. We'll discuss things further when you arrive. Garza out.
Great. If High Command is worked up, this can't be good.
Looks like we're back on the job. Are all of you ready for this?
Ready and able, Lieutenant.
Always.
Our degraded enemies have rested in reprieve too long. Let's set out right away.
Lieutenant, welcome. Stand at ease. We have a lot to discuss, and not much time to do it in. First, for your courageous actions against superior enemy forces, you are being awarded the Republic Mark of Victory. In addition, due to your exemplary leadership under the most dire of circumstances, you are hereby promoted to the rank of Captain, effective immediately. Congratulations.
What, I don't get a ceremony?
There's no time for pageantry at the moment. I've called the other members of Havoc Squad here so you can designate one of them as your executive officer. Your XO will serve you as second in command and be promoted to the rank of lieutenant. As droids cannot hold rank, your choice is between Sergeants Jorgen and Dorn.
Aric Jorgan, I'm promoting you to the rank of lieutenant effective immediately.
Finally back where I started. Thanks, Captain. Sir, I'm not very good at this, but thank you for the exo spot. My career took a big hit when Tavis defected. I wasn't sure I'd ever recover.
You've proven yourself plenty of times on the field, Jorgen. You earned that promotion.
Thank you, sir. I'll make sure Havoc stays the top squad in the Republic. You can count on it. Well, the search is officially underway. I transmitted those coordinates we picked up to Balkar's contact in Sigint. Won't be long before we find out where the Deadeyes are. Well, look at that. That you, Gav?
You know, you really ought to start encrypting your communications. Finding your frequency was child's play.
Your contact looks just like that nosy agent we met before. Weird.
Enough games. I'll just leave you with a friendly suggestion. Walk away.
That smug. Why is he so interested in the Deadeyes? In any case, he knows about Balker's contact at SIGINT. We'll have to find someone else to decrypt those coordinates.
I'd like to see Zane outmaneuver General Garza.
Now you're talking. I'll bring the General up now.
This is General Garza. What can I do for you, Havoc?
We got a problem, General.
I don't like you going off mission, Captain. But then again, I don't like SIS snoops meddling in military affairs either. Send me the coordinates. I'll get our people working on them right away. Just don't let this interfere with your mission.
You heard the General.
Transmitting the coordinates now, General.
I'll let you know if we learn anything. Garza out.
There. If Zane manages to one-up Garza, I'll eat my rifle. I never properly congratulated you on your promotion. You've come a long way since Ord Mantell. We should celebrate.
Aric Jorgan celebrating? I thought you were only interested in barking orders and sniping Imperials.
You thought wrong. Give me some Rhodian ale when I'm off duty and... well, the Deadeyes could tell you a few stories. I got you a little something. Bought the stone off a trader a few years back. Had a Thelian jeweler fit it for me. Thought it looked nice on you.
Maybe next time you can get me something more practical, like thermite.
Oh? And what makes you think there's going to be a next time? I should get back to my duties. Congratulations again, sir. Still no word on the Deadeye's location. I checked with Garza, but she hasn't had any luck decrypting those coordinates we sent her. This is taking too long. For all we know, the Imperials have relocated the Deadeyes. That intel could be obsolete.
We can still pick up a new trail if we follow those coordinates.
I suppose you're right. I'll keep monitoring the hollow. Maybe something will turn up. Good news, sir. Garza's people decoded the first portion of those coordinates. Data points to an Imperial excavation site on Tatooine. Looks like my former XO, Torv, is being held there.
Why are the Imperials taking prisoners to such a remote location?
We knew the Imps were anxious to work the Deadeyes to death. Can't think of a harsher, more miserable place than Tatooine. We'll know more once we find Torv. He'd just better have some answers for us.
On your feet, soldiers.
Lieutenant Jorgen? What are you doing here?
I'm getting you out of here.
Thought we'd have been out of here weeks ago. Who's this?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad? It's an honor, sir.
Okay, enough boot kissing. I want answers, Torv. For starters, how'd you get yourselves captured?
It's all there in our mission outline. Didn't Zane brief you?
Zane?
As in Senior Agent Zane? Man's been nothing but trouble for us.
So he didn't... Oh. Then I'm afraid I can't say anything more. SIS orders.
What does the SIS have to do with this?
That's classified, sir.
Out with it, soldier. We're not leaving until we get some answers.
But we... Okay, look, we let ourselves get caught. Part of some top-secret SIS op. They implanted tracking devices in us. Plan was to follow us through Imperial space, find out where the imps ship their POWs, and then come rescue us.
It looks like someone forgot to follow through with that last part.
Nobody anticipated the imps would split us up, send us to labor details. Surprised the SIS didn't spring us then.
Typical SIS. Should have known better than to trust those spooks.
Too good an opportunity. You know how many troops we have in those camps.
What if the Imperials had executed you?
Things wouldn't have been so bad if the SIS had held up their end of the plan.
Got that right. A good soldier never leaves a man behind.
We'll have it out with the SIS later. For now, just sit tight. I'll call for an evac, get you boys home. Well, they're off. The SIS better have a good reason for leaving those men behind.
Zane is involved. Maybe he wants to enlighten us.
I'm sure he'll have something to say about this rescue op of ours. Anyway, we've done all we can for now. I'll see about getting the rest of those coordinates decrypted.
Captain, come in. You may stand at ease.
I understand you've succeeded in bringing Havoc Squad up to full strength, Captain. Congratulations.
Havoc Squad can take down whatever the Empire throws at us, Commander, sir.
That's what we were hoping for. General Garza, care to begin?
Certainly. As you know, Captain, the Gauntlet's superweapon allows the Empire to target and destroy any ship traveling through hyperspace. This capability, if put to use, would give the Empire an insurmountable advantage. It also makes an attack on the Gauntlet itself extremely difficult.
Fortunately, the technical data you helped retrieve allowed us to determine a safe approach pattern that will get our forces within striking range.
It's good to know the attack won't end before it begins.
The plan is not without its dangers. Commander Rands can explain.
We've run the numbers from the Imperial's readouts and determined the Gauntlet's minimum time to acquire and lock onto a target.
Your ship and those of my battle group will approach the Gauntlet by making numerous short hyperjumps, always remaining below the minimum lock-on time. Short, repeated hyperjumps are very inefficient. Once we're in, our warships won't have enough fuel to return. Total victory will be our only option.
Failure has never been an option, sir.
Quite right.
When the attack begins, Lieutenant Coria's safecrackers will immediately disable the planetary shield generator that protects the Gauntlet, allowing Havoc Squad to board it.
Once you're aboard, begin the demolition operation. Sergeant Ewan will help you bypass the security seals on the weapon's inner core. Specialist Vic will then go into the core with you and plant explosives at key weak points, ensuring the Gauntlet's total destruction.
How should I deploy my other squad members?
During your demolition operations, 2 Havoc Squad members of your choice will assault the Gauntlet's bridge and download all data from the weapon's computers. Unassigned squad members will provide mobile backup to the rest of the team as needed. As soon as your objectives are complete, evacuate the Gauntlet immediately. Understood?
I want to get this op started.
Very well. The briefing is complete.
We cannot overemphasize the importance of this mission, Captain. The future security of the Galactic Republic hinges on the destruction of this single weapon.
You and your team are no strangers to situations like this. You've faced incredible odds before, and overcome them with skill and determination. If anyone can lead the charge in this battle and see us through to victory, it's Havoc Squad. Your Republic is counting on you. Move out.
Let's go ruin the Emperor's day.
Yeah!
this is Admiral Newman. Our attack group has exited hyperspace and engaged the Imperial's escort ships. Defensive forces are as expected. Lieutenant Courier reports that the safecrackers have breached the planetary shield generator. You're clear to make your run on the gauntlet. Good hunting.
Don't get so caught up blasting the imps that you leave without me.
That won't be an issue. Newman out.
I got the team prepped and ready for your assignments, Captain. We're all eager to do some damage. Like Garza said, we'll need 2 for the assault on the bridge. Getting in there will be a fight. Vic and you are spoken for, so that leaves me, Dorn, and 4X to hit the bridge. Who do you want on the job?
I want to send as much firepower at the bridge as possible. 4X will back you up.
Works for me. We'll clear the place out, huh, 4X?
Affirmative, Lieutenant, sir. No Imperial will remain standing in the wake of our heroic assault.
We'll make the final adjustments before we land. Any other words for the team?
Havoc is the best squad in the Republic because it has the best soldiers in the Republic. That is why we'll succeed. We may be charging headfirst into the most advanced weapon of war the Sith Empire has ever built, but we will succeed. The odds may be impossible. The enemy may outnumber us 10 to 1, but Havoc Squad will succeed.
Sir, yes, sir.
Captain, it is a great relief to see you well, in spite of the extensive fighting. I'm afraid that Jorgen sustained heavy injuries during our retreat from the bridge. Despite my efforts to absorb enemy fire, he refused to give up his portion of the fight. A perfect example of Republic heroism.
Full situation report. What's Jorgen's status?
I've stabilized him for now, sir. But the wounds would certainly have been fatal had 4X not gotten him to me so quickly. Jorgen is lucky to be alive.
You did a good job getting Jorgen out of there.
The Republic does not leave its heroes behind. I did only what duty required.
Could we talk about this later? I need to set those charges off, and we shouldn't be sitting in the hangar bay when I do.
Let's get out of here and finish this.
Agreed. Let's show the Empire the result of their assaults on liberty and democracy.
Attack group, this is Havoc. Objective complete. All ships evacuate to minimum safe distance.
We copy, Havoc. All ships are clear. Proceed with the detonation.
Boom.
Target destroyed. Repeat, the gauntlet has been destroyed. All ships disengage and proceed to Rendezvous 47 for refueling. Havoc, return to General Garza on Coruscant for debrief.
We've worked a long time to make this happen.
All of our work was worth it. The Empire's greatest weapon has been destroyed. Congratulations, Havoc. Newman out.
Captain, fantastic work. The Imperial Ministry of War is a firestorm over the Gauntlet's destruction. The SIS says that heads will roll over this, quite literally.
If the Imperials are busy fighting over blame, this is the perfect time for more strikes.
A good thought, actually. I'll have the SIS work up a priority listing of targets of opportunity right away. Your leadership and skill in conducting this ongoing operation have been exemplary. I'm promoting you to the rank of Major, effective immediately. Commensurate promotions will be issued to your squad members as well. Congratulations, Major.
I'm honored to accept this promotion, General.
You've earned it. When presented with extraordinary circumstances, you have delivered extraordinary results. I'm also recommending you for the Silver Crescent. in honor of the extraordinary valor you demonstrated in the attack on the Gauntlet superweapon. In recognition of injuries sustained in the line of duty, I've recommended Aric Jorgan for the Mark of Dedication, assuming you approve.
I can't think of anyone more deserving.
Excellent. I'll submit the necessary forms right away.
Good news, sir. Dorn's giving me a clean bill of health. I'm free to get back to work right away.
Don't push yourself if you aren't feeling up to it.
Are you kidding? I'm dying to get out there and stretch my legs. No need to worry about me, sir. Let's get to it.
I ever tell you about the time we were ordered to take out Moff Dallam? Dangerous mark. Wily as they... Hang on. Incoming transmission. Care to guess who it is?
Major, Senior Agent Zane here. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear earlier. Or perhaps you thought an unauthorized rescue mission wouldn't constitute as interfering?
I got other Deadeyes to rescue, so if you don't mind.
This'll only take a moment. I understand your concern for your comrades, but you morons are only complicating things.
You're addressing the commander of Havoc Squad, Zane. You will show her the proper respect.
Apologies, but this is a delicate operation and your continued involvement will only jeopardize its completion.
You can expect a lot more interference from us in the future.
Then you can expect far worse than holocalls.
Your operation's falling apart, Zane. Now either rescue the Deadeyes yourself, or get out of the way.
I don't take orders from grunts. This mission is over when I say it is.
I've had it with this guy. Permission to cut him off, sir.
Permission granted.
Good riddance. I can't tell if he really dropped the ball on this one or if he's still just lying to us. Either way, the SIS had their chance. Time for Havoc Squad to get the job done right.
You wanted to talk?
I did. You're my commanding officer. When we're on the field, I'm supposed to be following your lead and watching your back. I'm watching your back, all right. And everything else, too. It's unprofessional.
I didn't realize I looked so good in uniform.
I didn't think it was possible to make 32 kilos of reinforced durasteel look good. But you manage. Look, I don't know if this thing between us is going anywhere. You're a remarkable woman. But you're still my CO. If I ever cross a line, go too far, you let me know.
Just shut up and kiss me.
Yes, sir. Well, I think I've said my piece. We'll talk again soon. I may have been wrong about you. Takes a lot to lead a squad like Havoc. Wasn't convinced you had it in you. Thought you were inexperienced, untested. But you got good instincts. Turned out to be a first-class leader.
Wait, let me record this. I need proof.
Let's not make a big deal out of this. I'll admit, that business on Ord Mantell still irks me. But it landed me in the most elite squad in the Republic, under one of the finest commanders I've served with. So I can't complain too much. Attention all Havoc personnel. I'm instating some mandatory downtime effective immediately. So, get out, have fun. That's an order. There. Thought a little RR might do the squad some good. I also figured a little alone time would do us some good.
You think we should rest and relax together?
Something like that. Well, that was productive. Very relaxing. I'll have to schedule more R&R time for the squad. A lot more. Just got off the holo with Torv. He asked me to thank you for getting him out of that labor camp. He's starting to see the danger the other Deadeyes are in. Anxious for us to find them.
We could use him when we rescue the rest of the Deadeyes.
SIS already has him tied up in debriefs. Pretty much exchanged one cell for another. It was a mistake to trust a snake like Zane, but Torv's heart was in the right place. I just hope this mistake doesn't get any of those men killed. Outstanding news, sir. We've got a positive fix on the Deadeye's location. Garza's people just finished decrypting the coordinates we sent them. The data points to an Imperial outpost on Hoth. Another labor camp, most likely.
A friendly visit from Havoc Squad ought to settle the score.
Right behind you, sir. Once we get those men out of there, we can put all this craziness behind us. I just hope we're not too late. Barracks. Hal. You two still breathing?
More or less. Didn't expect to see you here, sir.
Nor I. Care to tell me what you two are doing here?
We're rescuing the Deadeyes. Play nice, and maybe we'll let you tag along.
Maybe I don't want to be rescued. Don't you get it? This operation was never about rescuing POWs. We've been after one thing, Dusk 9.
Impossible. That place is just a myth.
Is it? We'll never know now, thanks to you two.
If that's true, then you lied to the Deadeyes about their mission's real objective.
Of course. We could hardly expect a bunch of grunts to keep their mouths shut. Next to the Emperor's location, Dusk 9 is the Empire's best-kept secret. Hundreds of Black Ops projects are born there.
It's also a prison, according to the rumors. The things that supposedly go on there, too horrible to be real.
We're more interested in the intel hoarded there. We seeded thousands of bugged soldiers into the Imperial penal system, hoping for a bite.
Why so many soldiers?
To improve our odds, naturally. The more soldiers we seed, the better our chances of someone winding up at Dusk 9. We were using the wrong bait. The brass at Dusk 9 weren't interested in common soldiers. But how could they resist an SIS agent? So, I bugged myself, staged a bogus rescue operation, and let myself be captured. I was awaiting transfer when you two geniuses showed up.
You'd already agreed to rescue the Deadeyes once they were captured. Were you just planning on backing out?
A failed rescue mission was the perfect ruse to get me in. Far more productive than an actual rescue attempt. Now, I have no choice but to abort my mission and try again somewhere else.
Sir, we can deal with Zane later. Let's just find the rest of the squad and get out of here.
Jorgen, sir, they're dead. The cold, they didn't make it.
What? Trace? Copland? They're gone? But I thought... Zane.
Now you've done it.
What? It's not my fault they weren't properly insulated.
You killed them. You promised them a rescue that never came, and now they're dead for it.
How many other soldiers have died for you? Huh? 100? 1,000?
You can't kill me, Jorgen. Too many witnesses.
As far as we're concerned, sir, the Imperials killed him.
What? Wait, you can't just... Major, do something!
It's all yours, Jorgen.
No!
That's for Copland and Trace. Good men. Brave men.
I'm sure he had that coming for a long time.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You sure you two won't tell anyone about this?
Absolutely, sir.
Let's get you two back to your squad. They'll want to know you're okay. I'll call for an evac. They're off, sir. Mission accomplished.
Who knows how many more soldiers Zane would have sent to their deaths. You ended all that.
Honestly, I'd rather not talk about it right now, sir. Let's just get out of here. Sir, about what happened earlier. Zane got what was coming to him. But I shouldn't have been the one pulling the trigger. Killing an unarmed man. Republic agent, no less. That goes against everything I've been raised to do. Everything I've been trained to do.
You did what had to be done.
If killing Zane saves even a few Republic soldiers, I'll accept that burden. And that doesn't make it right. Honestly, it's not even Zane's death that's bothering me. It's everything. The Deadeyes, the operation, and the Republic's part in all this. You heard Zane. Thousands of soldiers, all being fed to the Empire to find a place that may not even exist. It isn't right.
We put a stop to that when we killed Zane.
Did we? Who's to say another agent won't just pick up right where he left off? We're stats to the brass. Numbers to throw at the Empire for the Republic's convenience. I'd have been proud to die for the Republic before, but after this...
The actions of one man don't reflect the actions of the Republic as a whole.
Zane may have just been one man, but there are plenty of others like him calling the shots for us. Won't ever trust command again, but I'll keep fighting. Because the Republic is more than the bureaucrats running it. It's the billions of people who can't fend for themselves, who are counting on us to defend them. I'll fight for them. And for you, sir. I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up. Being a soldier isn't just what I do, it's who I am. And I'm good at it. But when it comes to women, relationships, that's where things get messy for me.
can think of a few reasons why that might be.
Very funny. Point is, I like you. A lot. I've never met a woman who got me the way you seem to.
You've also never met a woman who could put up with you like I do.
There's that too. I've given up a lot for the Republic, and I'll keep on giving as long as I can. But for all the rules and regulations telling me otherwise, you're the one thing I'll never give up.
I've never heard you talk so openly before.
Yeah, just don't blab about it. All right. I think that's enough heartfelt sentiment for one day. Let's get back out there and bag us some Imperials. I wasn't sure when would be a good time to bring this up. Figure, now's as good as any. For the Cathar, picking a mate, it's a lifelong commitment. Big decision, as you can imagine. Never really gave it much thought before. Then I met you.
You never thought about settling down?
Didn't think I'd live long enough. Few soldiers get a ripe old death. But lately I've been thinking about you and me, the war, and what'll happen when it's all over. I've been thinking I'd like to start a family someday. Family with you.
Aric Jorgan, are you asking me to be your life mate?
Blast a woman, I had all this planned out. But yes, life, mate, wife, however you want to put it, the position's yours. If you want it.
And here I was beginning to think the war was going to end before you proposed.
I'll take that as a yes. As soon as we get the chance, we should go on leave. Have this done all official-like. Maybe take a vacation, go someplace quiet, someplace far away from the war. I'm thinking Aether.
I'd like to see your homeworld someday.
Cathar? Never been there myself, honestly. Not much left to see from what I hear. Still, it's a thought. You ever think we'll adopt our own litter of runts?
I'd like that. I think you'd make a good father.
Yeah? I think you'd be up to the job, too. If we do raise any of our own, I'll look forward to showing them around a blaster rifle. When they're old enough, of course.